What is this? I got distracted because I found like this plastic. Broken plastic.
Broken plastic,
What
that's
could
always
it be?
scary.
I don't know. So let's see if these normally never show up in good shape. You know, it's always fun revealing the CPU. Hey, how's it going guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toaster Bros, and today we're taking a look at a PC that's under $400 on Amazon, but it definitely seems like it's pretty weird.
This thing features a 1660 Super and a undisclosed i5 processor that, well, we don't really know which one it is, and hopefully it's not an older i5 because a 1660 Super with an old i5 might make for a very interesting benchmark run. But before we dive into this PC, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Huge shout out to Opera for sponsoring today's video. If you're anything like us, you've been spending way too much time messing around with all the new AI tools out there. And if so, you should definitely start using the Opera web browser because they have fully embraced this new AI tool generation by allowing you to use ChatGPT and ChatSonic inside the web browser, making it very seamless. They did so by installing it to the sidebar, so you don't have to worry about going to any website to access these AI features. You can use them directly in your web browser. But that's not all. Opera collaborates with hundreds of artists all over the world to create some amazing and creative wallpapers for their browser. Their wallpapers give you the ability to showcase your passion and creativity with thousands of both animated and non-animated wallpapers to choose from. Personally, I love using the Opera web browser because of the ability to customize it to my liking, and I've been a big fan of this dog relaxing in a restaurant wallpaper. Opera also allows me to create pin boards, which is a feature that allows me to keep collections of my favorite videos, websites, or this list here of some news and trailers of games I'm excited about. If you're wanting to add a personal touch to your web browser while also jumping into the AI world, then Opera should be your web browser of choice. Download Opera today by checking the link in the description down below, and big thanks again to Opera for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into the video, shall we?
So we love taking a look at these weird pre-built so that you guys at home don't have to, so we go out of our way to buy these, and we buy them in a pretty undisclosed way so that hopefully these sellers don't know who we are and try to make it better than it is. But the idea is usually these don't have like the absolute most highest ratings, and we try to go out of our way to find ones that are a little bit goofy, a little bit weird, to see if they actually are a good deal or if they're really bad.
And this is another example of a PC that was an office computer that had a bunch of RGB added to it, has a modern graphics card and a i5 processor. So we'll see if this one is any better than the rest, because sometimes they're pretty decent and sometimes they're on the total opposite side of the spectrum. So let's go ahead and open this thing up.
All right, it's time to open up this certified Microsoft refurbisher, which I don't even believe. I think people just buy this tape, I swear.
I want to buy the tape.
Because we see it on like almost every Amazon pre-built we get, we see this tape. Oh, so this is Skytech?
I think it is another Skytech. I didn't know that. The seller is actually through Amazon's renewed store, so it might be like a refurbished version of Skytech. So that's probably why,
because I was this, I mean, spec-wise, this sounds cheap. Like getting a 1660 Super build, I mean, 1660 Super alone still are like, you know, 140, 150 bucks.
Let's just talk about, I mentioned that you could buy this computer for $379 with faster shipping, which we ended up doing, but now the one that takes a little bit longer is only 318 bucks.
Whoa. So let's see if these normally never show up in good shape. They're like always broken. Oh, it's not broken.
This one's okay. It's exactly
works.
the same one though.
Sergeant O'Brien.
Well, they're using Sergeant O'Brien stuff now in these. That's
You guys already know. Now, by the way, whenever we say that, it's Skytech Global. We just, yeah, it's an abbreviation, so we like calling it that. Our keyboard feels like it's okay too, surprisingly. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of these pre-builts from actually like almost the same company every time, and usually the mouse and keyboard are like broken in some way. These ones look like they're fine, so we got lucky.
Yeah, see the little Amazon renewed thing here saying, I'm your new Amazon renewed device. Nice to meet you. How nice of Amazon.
All right, I actually do believe these guys might be HP certified. I mean, they've definitely been around the block a few times.
They have. Skytech Global for the win.
All right, so yeah, we definitely have just like a kind of older HP mid-tower. That's important to note. This is a mid-tower system. It's not a SFF or like a DT. So it can definitely fit a full-size graphics card. Here's like it basically telling you to make sure you plug in your video to the graphics card and not to the motherboard, because you won't get video out if you do so. Now, from the back, it looks like it's real 1660, but anyways, in the front, I mean, it's an Elite desk. It has two USB 3s, two USB 2s. So we know it's at least 3rd gen i5 probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4th gen. That sounds like it's gonna be like a 4590. Power supply in the back. It's very standard. It looks like you could swap it out if you wanted to. Oh, look, do not use these video port. Do not use these video ports.
Do not use them.
Wi-Fi built in, which is not really built in, it's just a dongle, but these are okay. They're not too great, but they'll get you Wi-Fi, and then here's that. What is this? I got distracted because I found like this plastic. Broken plastic.
Broken plastic,
What
that's
could
always
it be?
scary.
I don't know. I just want to open it up real quick and just make sure everything showed up okay, because it does, oh, it actually has packaging. I'm glad I opened it up.
Wow, they put Instapack in it. That's strange for an office computer.
I mean, we do have a graphics card that's a little bit bigger, I guess, so it kind of makes sense, but all right, so now their Instapack is out. Yeah, that thing is, so that's a GTX 1660 Super. I swear it looks like it says 8 gig, but I guess that's 6 gig. GDDR6 1408 stream processor, 192-bit. So it's another one of those deals where they're putting the stream processor on it. No name brand graphics cards does that. I've noticed it's just all of like the straight rebranded cards that add the stream processor. I don't know why that is. I guess it's just.
Yeah, because that is the standard amount of stream processors that's in a 1660 Super.
It's just weird that they put it on there, you know? Because I remember last time we looked this up, because we're like, huh, that's weird. Same with the 2060. Single fan 1660, not too bad. We actually have 4 sticks of RAM, surprisingly. And it looks like they are all 4 gig sticks, so 16 gigs total. It is just gonna be 1600 megahertz. I can already tell this is just DDR3. We have an 80 plus platinum, just OEM HP power supply that is a 280 watts. Yeah. So just enough. Let's go ahead and take off the CPU cooler to see if they actually put new thermal paste on. My money's usually always on no, but sometimes we're kind of pleasantly surprised. Now,
here's
it does
the
look
storage
like,
situation,
yeah, we actually have a 2.5 inch. I swear it says SUA East or something? SUA East?
SUA East. It is SUA East.
Capacity, 3 terabytes.
Wow.
Weird.
That's very weird.
Those are kind of a rare to see drive. That actually looks like new thermal paste. Yeah, so that's actually really good. I guess we'll just go ahead and take it off so we can, you know, it's always fun revealing the CPU. Because otherwise, the only way you guys will know at home if you don't take the cooler off is if you actually boot into Windows. But
I like your guess of 4590.
Yeah, that feels right, doesn't it? Oh, it's a 6500.
Oh,
this
wow.
might be DDR, hold up.
Are we 6th gen with DDR4?
Is this DDR4?
Or is it one of the weird DDR3 ones?
2400T.
Wow.
So this is actually DDR4 RAM. I literally made the comment, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's DDR3, like obviously, but no, it's DDR4. So that's actually pretty sweet. I gotta give them props for doing that. Hopefully they didn't see our YouTube channel name.
Yeah.
You know, then we'd be getting a good deal. But what we can always do is we can look up, it does say 3.2 gigahertz on it. They put up to 3.5, but I think some of the older ones were also 3.5.
Yeah, let me see.
So it might be a deal where like you normally get 4th gen. I don't know.
Let me look deep into the description here. Because in the title is normally where I see, oh, it's an i5. Because it says in the description, specifications, Intel Core i5 up to 3.6 gigahertz 4-core.
I mean, they're all 4-core.
It doesn't advertise if the RAM is DDR3 or DDR4, so
definitely
I hope they're not just like swapping between like 3rd and 4th gen and 6th gen. That'd be kind of freaky, but.
But that seems, with how they did the description, definitely seems like they want to be able to do that. We could always read some of the, there's probably some reviews on this, right? We'll definitely read some reviews while we get this, once we get this thing booted up. But yeah, I'm curious to see, we'll look up some of the reviews and see if anyone else said like what they got. Cause yeah, it's always really shady if like, you know, we got this and then we read the review and it's like, yeah, I got my 4th gen i5 and my 16 gigs of DDR3. And it's like, that's a pretty big difference that I think should be fully disclosed because we're talking about different generations of RAM even. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and see if this thing works.
Because if you see right there is an Rgb hub.
Yeah, that's what's getting ready to ask. Like you said, this thing should have some RGB.
Yes, so this one, the pictures show it being pretty cool. Compared to some of the other ones, like the RGB should like fill up the front, but we'll see. Okay, it's not as cool as the pictures show. The pictures definitely over-exaggerated it, but there's a little bit of RGB up front.
Can't really see any of it back here, because I mean, it's...
I like how it's coming off the DVD drive, too.
It's kind of cool. I can see it being cool at night. I do like it, they just happen to have the cool pattern that HP kind of designed, but it works, it's quiet so far. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get it set up on our test bench. I'm gonna look at some of these reviews and just see if I find anything interesting. Otherwise, we'll just continue on with the benchmarks and act like nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened.
All right, guys, we're playing Halo Infinite, and we're actually at 1080p. We're on low settings, pretty much lowest it can go. We have the FOV turned all the way up, and it's not looking amazing.
God.
I did not want to go here. But yeah, it definitely seems like we are definitely utilizing our RAM, definitely utilizing really everything.
I think it's pretty balanced, maxed out.
Yeah, which, I don't know, this doesn't feel right though. I feel like we should be running a little smoother. Maybe we need to try some updates after this and see what that does. I just feel like these latencies aren't quite right, but Halo Infinite's a pretty high-end game, pretty hard to run. Oh God. Oh,
he's behind you. He got you. 2 of them. Grenade. Got him.
Bitch boy.
Double kill. Whoa.
Oh, that punched. I almost had something crazy. Come on, teammate, we need to come back. He's got a sniper. He walked off the map. He's definitely crouching in here. Oh no, not a 2v1. I win these though.
God.
That's a sniper. That's a sniper. But he peeks me. Come on, come back. Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a grenade. I think it looked like a grenade. I hit that. Oh, I hit him, but I didn't kill him.
No!
Oh.
The melee!
Teammate, get him. Oh, he's got a sword. Ooh. Oh, I can't believe I just did that without killing my teammate. Oh, it's this new gun. This one shoots fast. Oh, please, please someone get them. Oh, our teammate ran for
Victory!
It wasn't even ranked. I don't know why I cared, but
yeah,
yes.
Performance is pretty solid. I mean, it is the typical Halo not being full screen. Latencies are a little high, but I mean, for the most part, it was getting 80 to 90 FPS on lower settings, which is pretty good for this. Let's go ahead and switch to the next game. All right, guys, we are now in Fortnite with a little bit of lag. We are on like a medium-high preset. We're running some balanced upscaling, and yeah, so far it's doing okay. We were dealing with some, oh, here goes some more lag. A little bit of lag with that i5. As you can see, yeah, it's a little bit of a bottleneck here, especially in CPU-intensive games. The 6500 is going to struggle a little bit, just being quad-core processor, not having that hyper-threading. But you know, we'll see what it ends up being once we land in and stuff's loaded in. We aren't running performance settings because we kind of abandoned that because it's just been very hit or miss with systems we tested. So we are running like medium 1080p. So we'll see if it gets any better when we land. But right now it's a little bit of a stuttery mess.
A little choppy choppy.
A little choppy choppy. Oh goodness gracious, still choppy choppy. But I have the Havoc pump.
He's ready to wreak havoc by pumping.
Oh goodness.
Oh. That lag just almost got me killed.
That lag almost screwed me up there. I swore I hit the pew pew and it didn't pew pew for me. Oh, okay.
Keep going, keep going.
Hello? I'm okay. All right, I'm trolling. I thought I was gonna go through that whole clip without killing him.
You need a dirt bag.
I need myself a dirt. Hello?
This was a real person. This was a real person. Why is there a bot after
I don't
them?
know. Oh my god. Getting my ish organized. Let me get the flopper.
Oh, it's a fish guy. Wait a minute. Fish don't have legs.
Wait a minute. I prefer a bike, but a car will do. Oh, there we go. There they go. Oh. Like how they just stop and they're like, oh, I've been shot.
He said, who just shot me? He just waved to me and did the thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, BG. Oh, that didn't work.
Oh, he's
one
pissed.
shot. No! Ah! No!
T-Thang.
I got killed by the T-Thang. Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, even in like the end game, there were some stutters because of the 6500. So esports titles on lower settings will be kind of a struggle. Run higher settings to avoid a little bit of the bottlenecks, but we're gonna go ahead and test this thing in a bunch of other titles, some AAA titles to really push this thing to its limits and see how it performs. But in terms of temperatures and overall stability, so far so good. Let's move on to those.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking this pretty cheap PC, and overall, our general consensus is it's pretty decent for the price. I mean, the CPU bottleneck is a little bit frustrating, a little bit weird, and like Matt and I said multiple times, they really should have put a cheaper GPU with this build, but I can't really complain because I mean, we're able to play all the games we wanted, and it's pretty freaking cheap.
And the one thing Jackson and I always point out with these systems is the fact that they use vinyl on these. Like, as you can see, there is like bubble buildup right here where they didn't do a great job with the vinyl to just kind of hide the old Office PC look, which I guess is cool, but it's kind of a step I really wouldn't expect. But I guess if you're selling these things and not marketing them as used systems, you kind of have to do that to hide some of the scratches. But for around 300 bucks, I mean, it has the right price point for the components that are included, but really that bottleneck is just not ideal for the 1660 Supers. But yeah, let us know in the comment section down below what you think of this PC. If you want to take a look at it yourself, check the link in the description down below, be an affiliate link and it will help us out. Let us know if there's any other Office gaming PCs you want to see here on the channel. This one was very interesting price-wise, but I know there's a lot of other ones out there that might even be more interesting. interesting.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So this PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech, and we have many more PCs. If you want one that's hand-built by us, or you want one that's just from a video, check it out.
PCBros.tech, gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and merch. PC Bros merch. Look at this hoodie. This hoodie's so nice. Go to PCBros.tech and use code TOASTYBROS to check out to save 2% your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.